So good morning, everyone. So let's start with the daily chart for Nifty and Bank Nifty. As we were speaking yesterday as well, we can see there is some kind of reversal which is happening in Nifty, but idea remains the same. We had basically chalked out two important levels for Nifty. On the downside, we are looking out for this 9,700 level, as the fall was steep, but a bounce back is basically seen from this level. Idea remains the same. Why this 9,700 is important? Because prior there was so much time where it has been stopped at this level 9,700, or I can say there was resistance around this 9,700 level. Then it took a breakout, reached all the way high, came back to that same level, and it bounced back. Right? So this first bounce back was taken place. Second time it again comes back to the same level, and a second bounce back was seen from the same level of 9,700. Now the question here is whether it will make a new upward trajectory or not. Let's try to understand that. So the fall has been steep and fast, reaching to this 9,700 mark, and there has been a swift upside which we can see in the last 3 days or so. Now, ideally what we are looking out here for is two levels on the upside, 9960 and 9920. At these two levels, if you see, there has been large candles of red on the downside which were seen over here. So when you see large candles of downside or red candles, it means large amount of selling has taken place at these levels. So these levels are important for us, 9920, 9960 levels. And if we see over here, it is trying to reach towards those levels. So 9920 and 9960 are very crucial. It will try to reach there, and we need to see whether it can go beyond these levels or not. Right? So maybe today or maybe tomorrow. So today we have one event of RBI policy. So let's see whether there is something surprising event in RBI, whether they gives a rate cut or no. Consensus says that there is no rate cut which is expected. So let's see whether they give a rate cut. If they give a rate cut, obviously Bank Nifty will zoom and Nifty will go on further up. But for us, whether there is an event or not, we are least bothered or least concerned. Our important level for Nifty is 9920 and 9960 mark. So it needs to breach this level on the upside. Okay, a breakout should happen, and then only we will pick up on some reversal. So till then we are not bullish on Nifty, even if we have seen a huge upside from 9,700 to 9,900. So there has been 200 points of upside, but it does not mean that you are completely bullish on Nifty. We will be bullish only if these important levels are broken on the upper side. So one concept is clear, we are yet in the neutral phase, neither bullish, neither bearish. But we will be bullish if it goes beyond these two levels, 9,920 and 9,960 mark. Now let's go a little back and understand the same phenomena. There has been a large downside which happened, brought it back to 9,700 odd mark. A quick bounce back was seen, right? And then again a fall off was seen from those mark of 9,960 odd kind of figure. So idea here is there will be a quick bounce and a sell-off will take place. Similarly, there has been a quick bounce and a sell-off will take place. If a sell-off takes place and it doesn't go below this 9,700 mark. So if you see over here, a sell-off took place. Did it go below 9,700 mark? No. So if it does not go below 9,700 mark, and if we can pick any kind of reversal pattern after that, it gives us a huge upside rally, right? So one concept is clear, it will go down, it reaches here, it will bounce back. So till here we are same as prior case. Now we need to understand whether we will get resistance, so there will be a selling off which will take place. If it goes below 9,700, then a complete bearishness or downfall will be seen to which level? It will straight away go to a next support level, which is 9,480 or 9,550 mark. This is the range for the next fall if it happens. Now why only these levels? Because this was the point where the rally had started. Okay, so this exactly was the point where the rally started. That is why we have taken this as the next support level. Now, if it reaches this 9,700, it reaches 9,550 mark or around 500 mark in no time. After that, another fall can be seen straight away to 9,200 or 9,300 mark. So before things happen, we need to understand what can be the structure. Okay, we need to be prepared what can be on the downside or what can be on the upside. So one thing is clear on the downside. In the correction mode, these two levels can be easily seen. Okay, and if you see on the upside, the moment is very limited. So upside का मतलब ये है कि if it goes beyond 9920 9960 mark and it sustains above that, then we can see an upward rally. But again, अगर upward rally आया भी, the first resistance will be at the highs which were formed prior. Right, so the upside is limited, but if it goes on the downside, there is large amount of scope on the downside. Right, so we cannot be bearish as of now, but if we are bearish, if we are in the bearish trade, the fall off can be huge. Okay, now falls normally happen very fast compared to the rise. So falls, if you see, this fall happened in 1 week's time, this fall happened in 1 week time, and you see the up move which take place. It almost takes 2 weeks, 3 weeks to reach to a new high or so, right? So ideally the up trajectory will take its own sweet time, okay, but the downside is very fast. So if we can catch a bearish trade, that will give us a good risk reward. From risk reward perspective, the bearish trades can be decent enough. Now this is on the daily pattern. Let's go and see the same for Bank Nifty. As we discussed yesterday, the Bank Nifty is again forming a good support at 23,800 odd mark, and here we can see some amount of reversal which happened. And now again, Bank Nifty, we will be only bullish in Bank Nifty if it crosses these important mark 24,300, 24,375. Now why these are important mark is because the selling has happened at those points and the prior gap up, or I can say breakout, has happened along these levels. So 24,400 and this 24,300 mark is very crucial for Bank Nifty. So it needs to either breach this, sustain above this level to reach again 25,000. If it doesn't breaches these levels, okay, cannot sustain above this, it cannot reach 25,000. If it comes back down, as we see over here, this 23,800, 23,900 mark, there has been multiple support which has been formed prior, right? So if you see, the rise has taken place, comes back down, goes up, again comes back down, and it was always found some kind of support in this zone. Even this complete fall which took place from 25,000 to 23,800, a quick pullback was seen from these zones, right? So we are sure that if this takes off on the downside, there can be a steep downward rally towards 23,000. Now why 23,000? Because the rally had started from 23,000, right? So this is how you need to structure yourself prior to things happen. We need to be whether it will be in corrective mode or it will be in upside mode. Now if things go upside, we are clear that it has to breach the above level of 24,300, 24,400 mark to reach towards 25,000 or so. Right, so let's go now inside and see the daily chart in more detail. So we are trying now to go into, let's say, 15 minutes chart. If we see over here, today in the morning, it was 9:15 where it opened. So it opened high from yesterday's close. So yesterday close was over here and it opened high, and continuous sell-off was seen throughout the day. So a sell-off took place, okay. It tried to go below yesterday's close. So let's put a line towards yesterday's close. So this was the line for yesterday's close, right? It opened up, came down, okay, filled the gap. The bullishness which was there in the morning was filled. And if you see, it did not breach right in the morning yesterday's close. Then it found a little bit of bounce. It again came back, testing the same level of yesterday's close. Did not go below this, and here you can see again an upward trajectory. Now, seeing this simple chart, we understand that yes, there has been selling on the upper side. As soon as it opens, so yesterday also it opened up, selling was seen. Today also it opened up, selling was seen. But here, if you look around, it is finding some support and it is trying to go on the higher side, right? So idea over here is, if now let's say the intermittent highs, so it bounced back from this level. Okay, it tried to go higher, but it did not go beyond these levels in the morning, then came back down, and now it is trying to go higher than the intermittent highs which were formed in the morning 1 hour of trade, right? So now ideally to look only on the intraday side, if you want to be bullish in Nifty, you can be, because of two reasons. So this is on the intraday side. Let us understand why we can be bullish. सबसे पहले it was opened up, came down, okay, did not go below its close. So there was some kind of buying which took place. Again it came down, again tested yesterday's close, did not go below yesterday's close, and again buying took place. Now this buying and the previous buying, if we try to see, the buying took place, it went up, but did it go above this level? No, it came down. Again buying took place and it is trying to breach 24,130 mark, okay, which was the small highs which were formed prior, जहाँ से selling आया था. So it is going there and it has now breached those levels. So ideally now if we see, there can be a bullish trajectory in Bank Nifty, but till where? Today's high. Because from there a selling was seen rapidly. So it will go high. It will go high swiftly to this level. Going beyond this level, it will take some efforts. Why? Because going beyond this level basically means there is a seller over here. He needs to eat up that seller and go high. Okay. So seeing the basic chart, you should understand what's actually happening on intraday side and even on the daily side. Now here, if we go down in Nifty and see the same stuff. Now this was a daily chart. Let's go and see 15 minutes chart. If we see over here, so this was the close of yesterday. Okay. So if you go and see over here, yesterday is fine. And then today what happens? It opens with a gap up. Okay. So here is your gap up. And then what happens? A selling takes place. So ideally it went down, then it tried to sustain, go up, again come down, same as we saw in Bank Nifty. Now if you see over here, it was good that it is not going down. It is finding good support and it inches high. As I said, if it goes beyond the intermittent high which was formed in first hour of trade, which was this level, correct? If we put a line over here, 9871, what happens? It went higher than that, selling took place, red candle basically means selling took place, and it pushed itself high. So this clearly means that yes, it pushed itself high, it will now go on the upside. The first kind of stoppage will be over here in this zone because the selling was seen at these levels. Okay, but now let's see if it breaches this level where it can go. So if you want to see that, zoom out a little bit, and if we see, if it goes beyond this level, it can reach to 9923, which is the high of previous days. If you go further out, it is 9960. So these are the two important milestones which we are keeping track on, 9920 and 9960. So it is trying to reach there, right? So on a smaller time frame chart also, if you try to see, it is exactly helping you out where it can go. Now we need to see whether in this range a sell-off can be seen or not. Now the difference in today's chart, if you see for Nifty and Bank Nifty, the Nifty is showing a quick reversal. The same as Bank Nifty, it went here, it came down, it zoomed high, crosses its today's high, goes above, and it goes above the previous sell level in the morning. But if you go and see Bank Nifty, it has not done yet. Okay, so this basically shows Bank Nifty is nervous and Nifty is clear with this intention. Okay, so Nifty, there is bullishness which we can see, but Bank Nifty is not yet because of the RBI policy. Now on the days of RBI policy, it is better we do not trade. Okay, it's better not to participate in the days of the event. Either we do post participation or pre-participation. Okay, so now over here for Bank Nifty, we can see it can go here, and again a sell-off will be seen because of the confusion about the event. So there is no clarity whether it will go up or down. So it will be range bound more. But if you go and see on the Nifty side, a clear indication of upside is seen. So now Nifty is going up not because of Bank Nifty, it is going up because of the non-Bank Nifty stocks. Okay, those stocks which are not there related to finance in Nifty are inching Nifty